How can a woman of God walk in purpose? She walks in purpose because she's pursuing a godly life. She's pursuing a godly life. Look at what it says in verse 25. It says, strength and dignity are her clothing, and she smiles at the future and opens her mouth in wisdom, and teaching of kindness is on her tongue. Y'all, this woman of God is godly. Woman of God, if you want to walk in purpose, yes, you are the co-laborer, the help to men of God so that we can activate the plan of God. But he says, look, if you're going to be the woman of God, be godly. Notice he says she's clothed in dignity. Woman of God, it's okay to be modest in your clothing. It's okay to be modest in your clothing. I'm going to tell you something. Men of God, we will admit this. We can see images anywhere now. And they can augment and explode in places like never before. But when you see a dignified woman that's classy, dressed in dignity and godliness, let me tell you something. You will certainly attract the type of man that you want in your life. I look at it like this. How many brothers like to fish or ladies like to fish? Am I the only fisherman here? Come on. Fish. When I go to KA, yeah, I'm going to get some fishing done when I go to KA. I like to fish. Well, when I want to catch a certain type of fish, I use a certain type of bait. If I want a bottom feeder fish like a catfish, I'm going to get the stankiest, smelliest bait that I can. Chicken gizzards, livers, stankiest cut up fish that I can, and I'm going to go to the bottom and I'm going to get a carp or I'm going to get a catfish. Bottom feeders. But when I want something of value like a bass, or I want something of value like a trout, that takes a different sort of bait. Woman of God or woman not of God, what are you baiting yourself with? Because if you bait it with just all outward beauty and flaunting everything that you got, and you wonder why you catching catfish, you got to see what you baiting yourself with. You're like, why I'm catching all these catfish men? You better check your bait. Are you clothed in godliness? Are you clothed in dignity? Are you clothed in the valor of the Lord? Let me tell you something. When we see somebody clothed like a catfish, men, what we think immediately is that's just somebody to have fun with. Not somebody to respect. Not someone to honor. Not someone to love and cherish. But when women of God are clothed in valor and beauty, you be like, ooh, baby, I got to chase after this one. I got to figure out how can I woo and how can I encourage, how can I love, how can I show her she's the princess that God made her to be. Woman of purpose. She's clothed in godliness.